Who is Marcus, and why was it important for you to tell his story?
Marcus, to me, is the definition of humanity as I see it. Somebody that is willing to, or maybe not willing to, go through the most turmoil and painful things possible, and at the end of the day, remain human. I wanted to create a character that would be able to fight and rise up to those challenges. In that way, that's why he's the main character. It's not because he's the strongest or the most efficient, but the fact that he is the most human.
Who is Dimitri?
So Dimitri is what I call the hero of humanity. He is the man before the man, the previous hero. He comes from a location and has a vast understanding of what Source is and what these monoliths are. And he knows the only way to make sure humanity survives for tomorrow is to activate Source. By doing so, he understands that to do this, it might cause worse problems, but it's the only way for humanity to survive.
Who is Astrid? What is her story?
Astrid is a noble woman in the city Ebenhelm, which takes place in one of the grand continents of the world of Eldetris. So we find her caught in the middle of being taken out by monsters. They have killed her beloved and the armed guards, and it's just her left, and she's fighting for her life before the heroic Marcus shows up to save the day. Yeah, so her journey is going to be pretty important as the story progresses, but right now she is a woman who's supposed to be married in the next few days. They were part of a trial that happens during a noble type of engagement where the test of honor or valor is what I call it. And so she, during that time, it goes way wrong. They find themselves in a nest of what I call stalkers. It's just her left. She wasn't able to save her beloved or those guards. So now she feels kind of defeated. Whenever Marcus steps in and protects her, as the story progresses, she finds a new way to honor that protection. She chooses to become a Source champion. Her journey is going to be very interesting, not as common as those types of stories go, where the man saves the woman, all of a sudden they go on a vast journey together and stuff like that. Instead, I want there to be some tests told in a different type of way. The Merc is going to be a pretty critical and crucial character for the Nullified themselves. He is the founding member of the Nullified and has been there since day one. One of the strongest users of the Source, but his burden is that he has to remain within the Citadel itself. So he's built a city around his barrier, basically. I call him the Merc. Some people might call him the Shield. The Chief is the first person we see transform into a monster. She heard the call first, and she went through what I call de-resonance.
What is de-resonance?
To de-resonate means that you lost your humanity in the fight and you became a monster.
Who's Tombstone in the Nullified series?
So Tombstone will be shown off, I believe, in the second book. It's another Nullified. His journey is pretty different from Marcus's, and the way his abilities come across is different as well. So Tombstone, as a young boy on his deathbed, waiting to die, and so his parents were forced to try a strange experiment. He is given an artifact, and instead of transforming into the monster, he remains human. But he was also dead. So he lives in a limbo state between life and death. His code name is Tombstone. A lot of his abilities are healing and just giving back and bringing back from people back from the brink in life, but also taking away and allowing people to move on to the next stage.
What is the Citadel?
It's going to be incredibly important because it is the home of the Nullified, the guardians of humanity. Although the Nullified, that's where they come from, and it serves an important role in the universe of Eldatris as the vault of artifacts. Artifacts, as I have said, are the ways where humans come in contact with Source. It's the thing that beckons humans to accept the Source. By doing so, most of them transform into monsters. So a lot of Nullified, if they can't nullify the artifact, they will bring it back home to the Citadel. So there will be a vast vault of very powerful artifacts there.